It's 6:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Save Our Rail will today apply for an injunction in a last-ditch bid to stop the truncation of the Newcastle inner-city rail line at Wickham. The group's president, Joan Dawson, will travel to Sydney today to file papers with the Supreme Court in the hope of having the application heard early next week. The group is challenging the legality of cutting the line without an Act of Parliament. Meanwhile, pressure is mounting on the state government's plan to cut the rail line, with the New South Wales Greens calling for the release of a corridor management plan. The plan is a condition of consent and would manage environmental and heritage impacts around the proposed Wickham interchange. Greens MP Maureen Faruqi says to cut the rail line would be like taking a backward step with the region's public transport.
What Newcastle and New South Wales need is world-class public transport. And that means expanding on what we already have, improving the services, having a much faster train from Sydney to Newcastle, not ripping up rail lines and making our system a second-rate public transport system.
4 men will front court today over a string of ATM thefts, including 2 in the Hunter. The 3 Albanians and 1 Italian were arrested in Darwin early this month and have been extradited to New South Wales, arriving in Sydney last night. It's claimed the men broke into 10 ATMs, mainly on the south coast, but also at Katara and Thornton, where they netted $250,000. Court today for 2 men after they were allegedly caught trying to sell more than 100 kilograms of stolen copper wire at Morisset. Police found a stolen box trailer in bushland at Freeman's Waterhole yesterday afternoon at an area where copper wire cable had allegedly been burnt. Sonia Roberts from Police Headquarters says further inquiries led officers to a scrap metal business at Morisset, where they allegedly found 2 men and a woman attempting to sell about 120 kilograms of charred copper wiring.
All 3 were arrested, taken to Toronto Police Station and spoken to by investigators. The 2 men have been charged and will appear in Toronto local court today after being refused bail.
Police will be out in force on Hunter roads from now onwards for the Christmas holidays. The entire highway patrol fleet will be deployed as of today through to the 4th of January in a bid to cut the road toll. 11 people died on the state's roads last Christmas. Registered clubs across Newcastle and the Hunter Valley region have been named some of the safest venues this holiday season. The region has seen a sharp decline in the number of incidents in the last 10 years, with a 53% drop, which is greater than the state average. State Councillor for Clubs New South Wales and the Hunter, John Chin, says the strong zero-tolerance approach New South Wales clubs have in relation to these incidents is being credited as the driving force behind the significant reduction.
So much of a problem for clubs if we have people being drunk or misbehaving themselves. I think we have been able to maintain that high level of behaviour in clubs generally because of all the controls that have been put in.
Now with sport, Belinda Delaceres.
Acting Newcastle Jets captain Joel Griffiths insists the team can still give themselves a shot at the playoffs with a victory against Adelaide United tonight. Rookie midfielder Alan Welsh is the hot favourite to replace suspended skipper Q Yarleens at central defence, while winger James Virgili has also been recalled. It comes as the Jets slumped to 10 matches without a win, still 6 points shy of the top 6, with the worst goal differential in the A-League at -13. The Knights have been forced to delay talks to retain the Matautia brothers beyond 2015 until after Christmas, as the boys commence legal proceedings to cut ties with manager Chris Haddad. The 3 have signed letters of intent to join Canterbury on 4-year deals from 2016, giving Newcastle just 6 months to match or better the terms. And Newcastle could be set to welcome international Hockeyroos and Kookaburras test matches to its shores, following a promising visit from Hockey Australia CEO Cam Bale. That's sport. I'm Belinda Delaceres.
To NURFM News Time, 26 to 7.